With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the Timberwolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Brooklyn, they're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And right now for the Nets, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reason.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Brooklyn, they've got Cameron Johnson. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one. When you talk about rebounding the basketball, Greg, both of these teams demonstrate an edge in this department.
Yeah, both teams count the boards. It's clear these coaching staffs push for their guys to attack the glass. So this one's going to be physical.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. And it goes down 2 points. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
There's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Finney-Smith. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Finney-Smith a threat both under the basket and way out beyond the arc. He's got great range.
Edwards against Bridges. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Down low. Here's Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Dinwiddie outside. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Back to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Picked by Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Conley against Dinwiddie. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Puts up a deep 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Now here is Conley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Passes it to Towns. Back to Conley. Shoots over Dinwiddie. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. to Finney-Smith. Going inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A big body to match up against. Finney-Smith will see a rare trip to the stripe.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
The definition of a stretch 4. Finney-Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
He's off on the second.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Towns, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
The free throw drops for Towns. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
That free throw, no good. And as we're into the middle of the season now, GA, how much of a rhythm are teams in for their day-to-day activities?
I mean, most teams should have found their flow by now, and they know their rotations, and guys are in the groove of the season. I mean, that's not the case for every team, unfortunately.
And he's good on the second. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Now, Dinwiddie following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Johnson finds Claxton. Bridges outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's the three. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Dinwiddie against Conley. High arcing shot. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. Nets leading by 3. Here's Johnson. Still without a basket. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Doubled by Conley. From deep, Johnson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to Conley. And he lays it straight in.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Bridges a screen on Conley. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Over Edwards. Bank shot. No good. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. McDaniels in the post. Working on Finney-Smith. Now the pass to Conley. Inside. Out to Edwards. A 3-ball. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Conley against Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. On defense, Minnesota passes to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Bridges sets the screen for Dinwiddie. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Edwards, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Over Edwards. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Dinwiddie.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Pass to Edwards. Over Bridges. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Dinwiddie outside. Johnson kicks to Dinwiddie. Picked by Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Finney-Smith's got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn. Bounce pass Conley. The pass to Edwards. Now here's Conley. Back to Edwards. Shoots the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Bridges. Takes the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Passes it to Reid. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Launches it. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he hits the first of 3. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Cameron Thomas in for Bridges.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
And he nails the 3rd. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Thomas. Minnesota with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
6 to shoot. Pass to Alexander Walker. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 3. The pass to Dinwiddie. Now here's Thomas. To the paint. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Takes a 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Brooklyn with the ball. It's Thomas on the wing.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. Anderson outside. Pass to Reed. Over Thomas. Towns for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Towns takes a lot of pride in knocking down threes. He's as gifted a shooter as we have at the center position.
Nets trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Dinwiddie. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Dinwiddie's got 11.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Anderson in the post. Covered by Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Thomas. 11 feet away. A second chance effort. Dinwiddie wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 14.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Dinwiddie against Conley. The pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. He has yet to score. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Thomas. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Lonnie Walker is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Thomas. And it's Watford in at the center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Sinks that one from the post. Edwards got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Minnesota. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the field. To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Anderson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. Here's Freed. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Shot's good by Walker.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. And so it's Minnesota with it, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Trendon Watford. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Lonnie Walker. Milton against Dinwiddie. Milton kicks to Anderson. Dishes it to Edwards. Back to Anderson. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's got 14. Pass to Bridges. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Outside Edwards. Back to Milton. To end the drought. Edwards. That's good. And 12 points for Anthony Edwards.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, Dinwiddie. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Down low. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, that's just some major intensity from Finney-Smith there. Going up hard and then just fighting for the and one play.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Shake Milton. A free throw off from Finney-Smith. So, Clark, here we are adding tournaments in the Summer League, the in-season, the play-in tournament. The league is creating more elimination-type games in the schedule.
Yeah, you know, I think it's been good. Well received. It's enhanced the games. I think the fans enjoy it. I think the players actually enjoy it, particularly the young players, because they've seen it in other sports leagues. So competing under higher pressure for greater stakes more often, I think overall is a good thing.
Timeout called the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas
down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Outside, O'Neal. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Back to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Thomas, so wide open look. No good. That would have tied it.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now Edwards. A 38-point game for him in the win against Washington. Misses the 3.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Outside Thomas. Dinwiddie has screen on Edwards. Here's Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Timberwolves leading by 3. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Conley against Dinwiddie. Thomas passes to Dinwiddie, and he drives in. Chalk up 2 there. Dinwiddie's got 16.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and he's cooking with gas.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a number 1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
The first free throw is good.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Edwards drops them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 16. The pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. There's Thomas with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Thomas against Edwards. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Dinwiddie outside. Bridges outside. And now Minnesota on the fast break. McDaniels with the ball. Bridges covering. Edwards inside. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns, no luck. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Outside Edwards. It's up a 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back. trying to carry them to the W.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Attention fans. Now on the floor.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Bridges. And checking out some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Conley against Dinwiddie. Picked by Finney-Smith. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie for 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards looking it over. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Johnson left side. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Thomas finds Dinwiddie. The tray. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight. Conley against Dinwiddie. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Conley against Dinwiddie. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Johnson right side. On the wing, Dinwiddie. And the Nets, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Conley. He has 7. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Has to come. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Towns. Gobert trying to get open, and Towns gets it to go. 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Taking the contact and scoring. Towns not to be denied of the bucket there.
Dinwiddie sets the screen for Thomas. The 9-foot shot. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Here to put on a show,
the Nets making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. There's a minute 47 left here in the second. Conley, the pass to Milton. Six on the shot clock. A baseline J. It's deflected.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Milton's got the ball here for Minnesota. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Now the pass to Towns. Nails the wide-open jump shot. 12 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, no surprise that Towns is very effective from mid-range. With his size and shooting touch, it's expected.
There's the lob to Bridges. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Towns. 12 points for him. Milton wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Milton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dinwiddie against Conley. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Bridges. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Conley. Passes it to Towns. Fades away. Can't hit that one.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Karl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
You see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, they're coming out firing from deep right now. The defense is spread thin. I'm talking me in 1992 thin.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Conley with it, and on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set. Those are things that every team wants and needs. Finney Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Finney Smith kicks to Bridges. Here's Claxton. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Johnson.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Back to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. And finished off by Finney Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Pass to Gobert. Towns down low. Working on Finney Smith. For 3, Edwards. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then on Monday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Bridges misses.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Inside. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Conley the pass to Gobert. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And he makes good on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 24 points.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Finney Smith. This one for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
Nets trail by 3. Top of the key, Claxton. There's the pass to Johnson. In the 4 on the clock. Bridges a screen on Conley. Dinwiddie for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Dinwiddie's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Passes to McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Cranes the three-pointer. McDaniels got 8 points.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Bridges outside. Dinwiddie attacking.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Here's Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist in the game.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Doubled by Conley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they're also top 5 in three-point shooting. Some being the scheme, but also this group's put in a lot of practice.
And the defense you brought up, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league, we can't even begin to describe how hard they are to break down. First one falls for him. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Claxton drops them both. So it's the Timberwolves now. They lead by 1. Anderson outside. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Gobert finds Edwards. And here's Towns. 6 to shoot. Anderson passes to Gobert. It's hauled in by Claxton.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Down low, here's Bridges. Lays it up off the glass. Bridges got 10 points in the game.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Gobert. He's putting up 13 points a game, 12 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's the dish to Towns. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer, no good. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. Into the lane. Can't connect from short range. The Timberwolves trail. And here's Edwards. He's got 22. Anderson outside. And the pass to Towns. Hands it from downtown. Towns has got 19 points.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
Conley against Dinwiddie. To the inside. Here's Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. To the right side. Towns wide open. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Anderson finds Edwards. Conley with it, working on Finney-Smith. Passes it to Conley. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming out on the floor for your Knicks, number 24, Kevin Thomas.
Gobert, the pass to Anderson. Back to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. Taking a look at Minnesota, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And I think for Minnesota, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
O'Neal's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.